Hey, hey, welcome in. Take some sip of my hot cacao. All right, today I want to talk to you guys about using essential oils topically. So the other day I spoke about using essential oils aromatically, so in like diffusers to purify the air and things like that. And today I'm going to talk about using it topically on the skin, right? So there's so many reasons why we would use essential oils topically, and I know for a lot of people this is kind of like a, oh, okay, this is the next step after kind of I have these oils, what do I do with them, right? Diffuse them, that's kind of the easy, the safe way, the more comfortable zone. When we start getting to know these oils and really appreciating what they can do for our bodies and for our minds and for our emotions, we really start to live into what the possibilities of these oils can do, right? And so using them topically is a great way to, hey hun, it's a great way to kind of, for so many reasons, there's just a great way to combat anything that's really going on, anything you need like kind of assistance with, anything you need help with when you're dealing with your health, right? So let's look at number one, how we can use them topically. So we would normally, in a lot of scenarios, we would dilute the essential oil down. So essential oils typically come in about a 15 ml bottle here, and about 250 drops in there. So it lasts quite a while. But this is the pure essential oil, right? So it's not diluted in any way. And so what we want to do to make it completely safe to use on our skin, because for sensitivities and things like that, we would use a carrier oil. So you're looking at something like sweet almond oil or fractionated coconut oil. What else? Jojoba oil, which is great for the skin, which is a bit more of an expensive oil. You can use olive oil. You can use avocado oil. So anything that is going to be one of the kind of more the fat-based oils that you can go ahead and use with an essential oil, which is the essence of the plant. Remember the plant, the root, the bark, the seed, the fruit. So that's the essence. And you can go ahead and use the carrier oil to dilute the essential oil, put those together, and to apply to the skin topically. As well, the carrier oil is a great name for it because it literally helps to carry the essential oil into the skin. Now, because they are very basically they flash off quite easily. They have a quick flash off with essential oils. So you want it to stick with the essential, with the carrier oil to help it to stay onto the skin and not just evaporate off and go into the skin properly. So the carrier oil helps to carry the essential oil in as well as dilute it down. So those are some good benefits of using the carrier oil for sure. There are some essential oils that you would never want to use what we call neat. So neat is just using the essential oil straight in your skin without a carrier oil. And you can do that in moderation with some oils, some really safe, gentle oils like lavender. I've done that, just a drop of lavender here or there. On blemishes, I've used like tea tree, like drop of tea tree. Now it can be quite strong, so you're literally just using, I just take a Q-tip and dip it onto the top and use just tiny bit onto like blemishes or onto like fungal infections and things like that, because tea tree is a powerhouse for fungal infections. So, there is ways that you can use some essential oils neat without a carrier oil, but most of the time you will want to use a carrier oil. Now, another way to use a carrier oil, which is like one of my favorite ways, is actually two ways, actually. Well, it's one way, but in two different ways, is making my own roller bottle. So I can take, say if it's Digesten, which this one actually is, it's already labeled Digesten. So take about 20 drops of Digesten and put it into a 10 ml roller bottle and then just top up with carrot oil. So this is like fractionated coconut oil in there with that. And if ever I have any like tummy troubles or the kids have any tummy troubles, this is a great one just to go ahead and roll onto the abdomen in a circular motion, in a clockwise motion, because that's the way that our digestive tract works. And even a little bit into the belly button as well. And instantly you will feel relief. It is amazing how powerful this oil is. And Doterra is actually going to be upgrading this soon as well. So it's going to be a little bit different. But that's a great way to use it. So this is just handy. This is just lives in my bathroom. And you know, whenever there's, or some people even carry it in their purse if they go out for a meal or something like that and kind of get gassy or tummy troubles or whatever with eating, then this is a great one to kind of take along with you in your handbag. And just, again, apply onto the stomach area topically. So that's one way. And then another way is that Doterra actually has their own line of touch. So these are touch roller bottles. So basically these are their essential oils in with the carrot oil in a roller bottle. And you see like a little roller application. So you can just, like, this is Breathe. So it's a great one to use for the respiratory system. And it's one that is very menthol kind of scent to it. So it's great for opening up the airways when you really feel that you need to get a good breath in. When you're struggling with any sort of respiratory issues, this is a great one to help support with those as well. What other things we want to talk about when we talk about essential oils topically? There's a few safety factors as well. So let's go over them. So we definitely want to keep essential oils out of the eyes and out of the like ears and nostrils, like the nose. Keep them out of kind of those, you know, mucousy areas, right? If by chance, and I've had this actually happen to when I was doing a class one time, oh, my heart goes out to her. But these essential oils are very powerful. They're very potent. Doterra's essential oils, especially, they are the top notch. They are, there's no nasties in here, right? So this is the purest and most potent essential oils that you're going to find. And so because of that, you know, we're going to feel them. We're going to feel them work. And if you were to accidentally get them in the eye, which one of my people at one of my trainings did, unfortunately, the best thing to do is not use water, but actually use a carrier oil. So like I talked about the carrier oils, because it dilutes it down. Now remember, oils and water don't mix, right? So you're not going to dilute down essential oil with water. It just won't happen. So you actually need to use a carrier oil, like I said, something like sweet almond oil or fractionated coconut oil, which is coconut oil in the fractionated state, in the liquid state. Or an olive oil or something like that. So you want to dilute it down with that and rinse out your eye. You actually want to get the carrot oil if you were to get in your eye. But let's try and avoid that at all costs. Don't put it in your eyes, your ears, and things like that, in nostrils, right? So, and if we're dealing with any ear issues, we'd always put it like around the ear or just the top of the ear, right? Or behind it. So we don't actually want to go into the ear canal. So you don't want to do that. You dilute with carrier oil, not water. Remember that one. And especially when you're coming to using essential oils on like infants or the elderly, they're obviously going to be a little bit more sensitive to essential oils. So you're going to want to use less essential oil and more carrier oil with them. So you're just going to dilute appropriately, right? You want to stay away from, so warm oils. Let's talk about, well, let's call them hot oils. So hot oil is something like cinnamon, thyme, cassia, clove, and they can actually be very burning to the skin. So you do not want to use those ones, especially those ones on the skin neat without a carrier oil. You do not want to use them. Just go ahead and use like some cinnamon. I have even made that mistake myself. I go back in my stories and you will find what I did with my face. I actually added a little bit of cinnamon to my facial serum, and it had a carrier oil, but it wasn't obviously diluted enough, and my face went bright pink. It was just on fire. It was hot. It was So yeah, I had to then put a ton of carrier oil on top, and as well a little bit of lavender to help to cool and calm the skin. And then it helped, but yeah, trust me, it's no fun. So don't do it. Use me as an example not to do that. So yeah, so basically there are those hot oils that you don't want to use without a carrier oil on your skin at all, at any time. Some oils are photosensitive, so especially the citrus oils, apart from green mandarin. Green mandarin is the only one that kind of goes against the rules there. But essential oils that are citrus based, so like you're looking at your lemon, your lime, your mandarins, apart from green mandarin, your clementine, I said lemon? Yeah. So all those sort of oils, your citrus oils, you want to stay away from, not use them topically on your skin if you're going to be going out to the sun. Fine to use on your skin, just not with the sun combined. So you want to make sure if you're going to do that, do it like at a nighttime, or do it in days that it's really, really, really not sunny out, kind of like how it was a couple of days ago. And not, yeah, definitely not to put it onto your skin and then go into the sunshine, because that's just going to actually burn your skin. So that's another thing you want to be very cautious and aware about. What else do we need to talk about? So yeah, so there's a ton of different ways that you can use essential oils topically. Let's see, what else do I have here that's really good? Pure fumes. So instead of using perfumes, which are fragrance, right? They are genetically made up in the lab, a lot of them. And fragrance is in everything, right? Fragrance is in the products we use on our skin, the products we use to wash our clothes with, the products we bring into our house to clean with. Fragrance is in absolutely everything. And the thing about fragrance is it's made up of hundreds of chemicals to make in a lab to make it smell like a certain natural smell, like lime or lavender, or lemon and lavender and things like that, that we kind of think, oh yeah, the cleaning product smells fantastic when it has this lime smell to it or lemon smell to it, or it smells really calming because it has a lovely lavender smell to it. Well, those aren't actual real, they aren't real smells. They are synthetic, and they are made up to smell like the real deal. And anyway, so we are constantly bombarded with those kind of chemicals and the toxins, and they get into our system, and they are endocrine disruptors. So basically they kind of mimic our own endocrine receptors, and so our body gets thrown off balance, our endocrine system kind of goes out of whack, and then everything just doesn't work so well. Because remember, our endocrine system are little messengers telling our body what to do and how to do it properly and effectively. And if we have something coming into our body that's mimicking it and throwing it off guard, and it doesn't know, doesn't realize it, this is an invader basically, or something different that shouldn't be there, our body just works with it. And so it's not that great, right? Anyway, so I say all that to say there's a better way. There is a better way. We can definitely use a lot of the essential oils as pure fumes. So instead of using perfume, we can use pure fumes. So I love that Doterra has a line of pre-blended oils that I can just grab. So I don't have to think about it. I don't have to worry about it. I just grab them. So Motivate, I spoke about yesterday in my stories. And Motivate, it does have some peppermint in it, so it's very uplifting, very energizing, but it has vanilla in it, so it's lovely, vanilla kind of scent. It's very not calming oil, but it's a very, I can't describe the scent. It's very uplifting, because you smell a bit of peppermint, but it's not overpowering at all. So it's one of my favorite ones, especially when I'm feeling like I need some motivation, or I need to do something, or I'm just not feeling it, then this is my go-to. And I love to just have this on, and it's a great scent, so you don't have to put a perfume on as well, right? Another one that I love to use is Passion. Passion's another really, really lovely, beautiful smell to it. What do we have in here? We have some ginger, some sandalwood, jasmine, clove, and cinnamon. But again, These cloves and cinnamon you can use on your skin, but they have to be diluted down properly. And because doTERRA has taken that guesswork out for us, have done it for us, we can use it, right? What else did it have? And vanilla as well. So yeah, some really beautiful oils in here, which I absolutely love using this one, especially for like date night or something like that. Passion. What else do we have? Cheer. So cheer is a lovely, uplifting one, but again, it is a lot of citrus oils. So we want to not use this and then go out into the sun. So unless you're going to have it on an area that's going to be fully clothed and you're not going to have it exposed to the sun, you don't want to use the citrus oils on your skin and then go out into the sun and burn. We don't want that. Okay. So, but this one is such a lovely one to use. So especially I would use this probably as like, again, like more of a nighttime, date night sort of thing. Or just apply it somewhere, say like if I'm wearing a shirt like this, and just apply it onto, say, my heart underneath the shirt, right? So places that it's not going to be, I could still use it, but not be exposed to the sun and not have any problems. What else do we want to talk about? So if you guys have used any essential oils, topically, please put in the chat, like what you've used or how you use them, to kind of, or if you've never used them topically before. I mean, this is kind of a cool conversation to really get into, is that new ways of using essential oils that, you may not be used to. And it's so, like I said before, it's so easy to just go, okay, well, it's great in the diffuser. And it's a wonderful thing to have it in the diffuser because it does uplift us. It does give us the sense that we need because it works straight into our limbic system. But using them topically, it gets straight into our bloodstream. So it has powerful effects on our body when we use them topically, right? Because everything that we put onto our skin gets absorbed, good and bad, right? So it gets absorbed into the skin and has an effect on our body. And this is the cool thing, when we start switching out the toxic filled chemical products and we start using something way more natural, something that literally comes from the earth, from nature. Yes, we need to know the right ways to use them and things that we need to do to use them correctly. And that's a big part of what I believe in doing, is being able to educate people and tell them, hey, this is how you use them in the best way possible, because they're no good to us if they're just sat on a shelf somewhere, right? So a lot of people buy essential oils and not know really how to use them. And for so long, we've been accustomed to seeing the essential oil bottles that say, do not take internally or do not use on your skin. And those aren't true essential oils. And that's the hard part, is that for so long, what we have seen out there has not been the real deal. And this is where doTERRA has changed the game, because they are the real deal. They're the most tested essential oils to make sure that there's nothing else but the essential oil sent to you. And like I said, they do have their roller bottles. They are pre-diluted, but they tell you. So you can use them on your skin, right? So there's a really, really good way that you can start to kind of experiment with essential oils. And I think one of my favorite first ways of using it, well, I've been using it for years, but especially just even in a bath, sometimes you can, just put a drop or two of, say, lavender or, what else? What else is really lovely in a bath? I don't know. Maybe spearmint if you want something a little bit uplifting, but you say lavender, especially for something calming and soothing. You could really just be able to have those experiences and start using them in different ways. But the really cool thing is they work so well with our bodies, right? Is that basically they work with the plants have a kind of similar structure, cellular wise, that we do. So they actually work and they get into our bloodstream and work with our bodies in a very similar way that the benefits that essential oils have, they give to our bodies. So there's a reason why each essential oil has the constituents that they do, because they provide that plant or tree or fruit with some sort of benefit, right? They have that for them, and we can use those to power ourselves too, which is really cool. So yeah, if you're looking at something like frankincense, which is one of my favorites, I like to use this as kind of very good for like grounding, very grounding oil. So something that I would use this for is kind of just put on my third eye or right behind the ears and even onto wrists and some pulse points. And have that like before yoga, like put that on before yoga or meditation or something like that for really, really helping to ground. Doterra also has come out with, this has been probably about a year now, but adaptive. So adaptive is their calming blend. And for anyone that struggles with like stress, high stress and anxiety, adaptive is an amazing, amazing blend that Doterra has come out with to help. And I really feel that this is the time right now that I haven't spoken to a single person that isn't dealing with those sort of issues. We're all stressed. We're all trying to figure out a new way of doing things. And if this is like an opportunity for two reasons, to help better your immune system, help better your health, and also to really start learning new ways of doing things, then we can leverage that. We can leverage, hey, you know what? Times are tricky and times are stressful, and let's start looking at new ways of doing things. Let's start looking at new ways of leveling our health and new ways of just being, right? So if essential oils is you're going to be your thing to help guide you and help support you, help support your body, then I'm all for it, right? But adaptive is one of the blends that is really good. I use it a lot. I was feeling very out of sorts a few weeks back, and adaptive was like my savior. And I would put that on a few times a day, along with meditation. That became a big thing for me. Breathing techniques, being able to ground yourself and really just sit and have an intentional breath, and music. Putting certain music on helps a lot too. So there's definitely different ways that you can start to bring your body back, bring your mind back, and bring the calmness back in again, right? But using essential oils to help guide you and help. Sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need a little reminder, and these are the tools that help you do that, right? Sometimes you just see that bottle of adaptive sitting there and you're like, okay, I'm going to put that on. And okay, while I'm doing that, I'm going to do my intentional breathing so that I can bring myself back to balance, right? So it's just finding the oils that work best for you for what your individual needs are. And so I work with people to see what their needs are, what their goals are in their health, and how they can use certain tools, natural tools like essential oils, to really get them to where they want to be, whatever that looks like, right? So it's just another way of using essential oils that are such a great tool. So I can't remember if there was anything else I was going to tell you, but yeah, so I went through like how to use them topically, some great ways not to use them neat. Some you can. They're really gentle ones, but no, you want to use the carrier oil. And yeah, perfumes, pure fumes, and just being able to play with them and enjoy them and enjoy their scents and enjoy how they work with our bodies. So if you have any questions or anything about essential oils, just DM me, let me know, because I'm happy to help. I'm happy to chat and talk about essential oils and how they can benefit you. And as well, if you're interested in knowing a bit more, my team leaders, every Monday, so this is Friday now, every Monday they have 2 classes now. So it was just 1 class before, but now it's 2. So it's, for Bermuda people, it's 3 p.m. our time and 9 p.m. Every Monday. And so you can just message me and I can send you the link, or the link is in my bio as well. It's called an Intro to Oils class. And so it's about a 45-minute class where you can learn a lot more about like the top 10 oils that Doterra has, what makes Doterra different from all the other essential oil companies out there, and just some fun tips and tools and tricks that you can use with essential oils even more. So if you are interested, definitely go check that out. It is a link that you have to sign up with. And you just put in your information, your name, your email address, and then you put my name in as someone who's referred you. And then basically you can join into the class that you choose a time that works best for you, and join into the class and get to know so much really cool stuff about essential oils, way more than I can kind of fit into this little live here. And that's why I'm doing like these little lives every now and again, hopefully more often, where I'm going to have a specific topic and then we just go over, how to use essential oils in that certain way. So it's Friday. Have a lovely, lovely weekend. Enjoy it, whatever you do. The weather's picking up here, so that's a good thing. And just have a great one. All right, guys. See you later. Bye.